All right, I think I have waited enough. It is 15 minutes after. Ooh, I gotta turn this light on. Ugh. Aww. Why is she sad? Yeah, you forgot I had a game? Aww. Oh, you gotta come here. You don't want kisses on stream, I guess. All right, so yes, just waiting for Concob to show up. He is a little preoccupied, I guess. But that'll happen. All right, everybody else is in, so let's go see what they're up to. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. Yo.
Welcome.
Just waiting for Concob. He said he was going to be like 15 minutes late, so hopefully he comes on pretty soon.
Ah, okay.
He's coming home from his mother's or grandmother's or something like that, so. All right. So how are all of you this evening?
Very good. How about you?
Good. I put up a stone wall in our little entryway thing. That was fun. Took pretty much half of the day. Half of the day to complete.
Turn out how you like?
Yeah. I really have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna put like the hangers in. And there's like a little bench thing that I want to put in. But I'm not too worried about it. The hangers, the coat hangers, I think I'm just gonna put on a wood board and then put it over the stone, because that's like all the examples I've seen. Easy enough. Yeah, looks good.
Good.
Okay. My webcam is like dark. No, I think I'm just really pale. Looking at my webcam and I'm like, oh, I could mess with the lighting, and it's like, no, I'm just that pale. Okay. Hopefully Khan log on soon. Yeah, he said like 15 minutes late, so probably gonna be on any minute. Without further ado, and get started real quick. So, get the music change. Very nice. All right, so hello everybody and welcome to this evening's episode of the Scales of War. We have a couple of dudes just getting together and making believe fight with dice tonight. We are so glad you can join us and hope you've brought plenty of ale to keep your mug filled until our tales end. Before we begin, I can get through some quick announcements and disclaimers. So this is an active Twitch chat campaign, which basically means that you out there watching from home can help aid the party or otherwise impair characters' ability using your Twitch channel points, which we call bar tabs. So throw out some advantages, disadvantages, health potions, and saving throws to any creature or character currently at the table within initiative order. These bonuses remain for the current session only and so must be used before the session's end or else they are lost. Advantages and disadvantages can be granted only up to a total of 3 per character at a time, where advantages are able to be used whenever the character decides, and disadvantages must be on the very next roll. Health potions and saving throws work a little differently. They are immediate use only, so if you give a health potion, they get those 10 hit points back right then and there. Playing in 4th edition, health potions given by Twitch chat do not use a healing surge, so that's worth noting. If you like to play D&D, or even just have some interest and you want to learn a bit more, go ahead and join the Discord, which can be found in my Twitch links below. You can see what we offer there, join in on the community, and maybe join a campaign for one that is out there. As well, I do run Tavern League's Encounters, which is another separate one-shot format, the epic boss fight D&D MMO experience extraordinaire. More info in the Discord. A lot of work goes into this for the stream, the campaigns, and the Discord themselves. We appreciate all of your support, all of you that show up and partake in this, viewers and giving out channel points and everything like that. It's awesome. I'm always looking to improve, incorporate more value, more fun, more production value, more things to play with in the community, all that. You can show your support by checking out the YouTube and throwing a like on the videos, viewing some of those videos, as well as chatting in the Discord and saying hello on Twitter. If you want to have more of your support for the community, go ahead and check out my Patreon, or else you can also subscribe through Twitch if that's something you're into. And so with that, let's get some character introductions. Guy, let's start with you.
Hey, I'm Lyle, and I play Gygrim Bouldershoulder, a half-elven cleric of Moradin. He's a stubborn defender of the big 15 rules of life that he will quote now and then. Rule number 4, fall down 8 times, stand up 9.
Very nice, very nice. Those 15 rules are always wonderful when they come out. Each one of us slowly learning them. Maybe not so much by name, but we know some of the rules. All right. Next up, we have Vida. Tell us a little bit about your character.
I'm Vita, the Tiefling Paladin of Palor. With my hammer and shield, I defend the weak and crush the wicked. Though I'm currently being crushed by a giant hand.
Currently being crushed by something wicked.
How that goes.
Yes, the claw of Yinogu reaching through the portal conduit, grasping onto Vida. But we'll see exactly how she gets out of this predicament. Next up, Viger. Can you tell us about yourself?
What's up? AW Porky. I play Viger. He's a Deva wizard that is obsessed with fire and just wants to burn everything down.
Not good, not bad, just wants to play with fire, which a lot of people probably would consider not good. All right, next, Malagar Lone Walker, the resident sneak. Tell us about your character.
Hello, I'm Sauerkraut, and I play Malagar, a drow rogue who has escaped from the Underdark and broke from the clutches of Loth's influence. While running from his past, he has found a new religion, some new friends, a ton of adventure, and finally, a new way of life.
Yes, discovering the differences of the world above from that below. Quite a different world he has found himself within. And last but not least, we have the last character joining. He will be on soon, it looks like. He's looking at the Discord, at least on his mobile phone. Khan'Kab, playing his Deva Avenger, Osiris. Osiris is a very, very old entity, a Deva, which is like a celestial being. Doesn't remember quite so much from his past, but he is slowly putting his memories together. He had been badly tortured by a group of goblinoids, so his hatred runs pretty deep with that. Oh, did I hear him? Nope, I did not. It was someone else. Okay, awesome. So, let's dive in to tonight's episode of The Scales of War. Okay, so last time we met together, Was that him? Yep, I hear him.
think so,
Okay,
yeah.
Concob is in. All right, so we are just getting started. I'm doing the introduction right now. No worries. Go ahead and log in, and we will be set to go.
You sent us the password.
It is in the journal, or in the
Stand up destroyers.
yeah,
Session 9. Okay, perfect.
yep. It's in that little thread thing.
Yep, I see it now.
Okay.
Alright, that should be in.
So last time we met with our heroes for their tale. They were inside this temple of the Gethserai, built many, many, many years ago, with a known rift, a closeness of the planes, down in a ritual chamber below, within the deepest part of the temple. This rift connected this material plane to the elemental chaos. And it was known that Fangren, a leader of the Wicked Fang Null Pack, was attempting to create a conduit from the material plane to the elemental chaos and gain a measure of power from his lord Yinogu, the Butcher, and the Savage, the Beast of Butchery, a demonic lord trapped within the elemental chaos. They had just ransacked the beginning rooms of the temple, defeating many of the pack that were there, all rushing towards them to this new prey. One by one, they felled the pack members, and finally stood in silence as the yipping had ceased. No more echoing calls of laughter. And so, with their newly acquired comrade Sprague offering to take the found prisoners back to safety down through the mountains on his own, taking them to whatever village they might be dropped off, they knew that it was up to them to travel down into the ritual chamber and take care of Fangren and destroy or close this portal before it could be completed. And so, Malagar crept forward through the tunnels, trying to discover what more of the layout he could. With the rest of his band sitting back, he had found a way forward, but not before they had to consult with each other, figure out what their next moves forward were. Malagar had discovered a large chamber within this ritual chamber with some chanting upon a dais raising up from the center of the chamber, a crackling portal barely forming, phasing in and out as the Null chieftain chanted. 3 brightly lit braziers lit the room from within a recessed portion as Malagar was up on a balcony about 10 feet up. This balcony was separated from the interior of the chamber by many curtains, and he hid behind, also seeing a number of abyssal wretches, grotesque-looking transfigured humanoids, if they could be called that. Seeing the situation and believing it would be some time before the portal was actually opened, he went back to inform his allies, and they consulted, even taking out the platinum sword for the being Amyria to tell them whatever she might know. This being warned them they must act quickly, for though the portal did not seem to be taking hold, the quicker they act, the more assuredly this conduit could be closed. Sorry for being part of the reason why Guy was late. All right.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries. So, as they were consulting this being, they were in a dire situation, for many of their resources were worn. And they believed that if they were to take this fight at less than half strength, they might perish. So as they juggled with waiting, whether they even could, or trudging forward, Amyria offered a solution. This being said that she could use part of her last strength to rejuvenate these heroes and lend them what strength they might need to last just a little bit longer. But if she did, she was not certain she would survive. Her essence might fade, and they would have to close the portal on their own. They talked and eventually came to the conclusion that they needed whatever strength they could get right here and now. And so Amyria, speaking ever more faintly as time went on, her voice faded completely and could no longer be heard from the Platinum Sword. But their injuries and their weariness was lifted. And so now, knowing they could come into the fight ready and energized, they moved forward. Malagar led them to the door and up upon the balcony, tried moving them across the way to get into a better advantage position. Unfortunately, Vigor had tripped and slapped into one of the curtains, and they paused for only a moment before attempting to move forward a little bit longer. Osiris's senses picked up, knowing that some creatures on the other side of that curtain likely knew something was amiss, and before they could be discovered, they charged from the curtain. Jumping from the balcony, Malagar and Vita charged forward, taking on the abyssal wretches. The grotesque visages revolting them, almost losing the contents of their stomach, they fought forward. Malagar moved swiftly to the plane, striking at one of the ritual null callers. He sent it into chaos as the ritual chanting was broken, and that left Guy, Osiris, and Vigor to assail those below with spell and bolt. They charged ever onward, moving slowly into position, trailing, teasing along that line of life and death, and that brings us to the present moment, where Osiris has lain down the last disciple of Yenogu up on top of the balcony, intimidating him into cowardice, and he is crouching before the Deva and Guy as Malagar sits in position to charge his way towards Fangren up on top of the balcony. Malagar readying a blast from below. Vita is in a precarious position, being grasped by this massive flaming hand extending out from an arm through the conduit. And we are in initiative order. Malagar, you are up.
Like, I was gonna move his 2 squares. Target Fangren. Another ranged basic attack. Dagger goes soaring through the air.
Okay. Malagar flings a dagger, and it smacks Fangren in the shoulder, burying into his flesh. 27 points of damage.
all he's gonna do for now.
Okay, you see Fangren is finally bloodied as the dagger soars through the air and pierces him. You know, I need your power. At this time, crackling lightning and fire shoots out from the portal. And you each see 4 ghostly forms jump out of the fire. Wispy shades of the Krakatas that you had seen before. Vita, you have received initiative.
How does one get out of grapples in this position?
Yes, so you are grabbed, which means that you are immobilized, and the condition must be maintained by the creature who occupies whatever appendage, object, or effect the grabber used to initiate the grab. It ends immediately if the creature, or it ends immediately on the creature if the grabber is subjected to an effect that prevents it from taking actions, or if the creature ends up outside the range of the grabbing power or effect.
So practically, as a move action, you can attempt to escape, which is either athletics against their fortitude or acrobatics against their reflex. If you succeed, you escape the grabber and can shift 1 square. That's basically how you get out, or you teleport, that works too.
Man, I am not good at either of those when I'm wearing heavy armor.
Doesn't
Suppose-
hurt to try.
Yeah, I suppose I will use a move action to attempt to break out with athletics then.
That's against the fortitude, yeah.
Actually. My acrobatics and athletics are actually the same. Acrobatics.
Maybe a knowledge check about the hand, what is tougher to beat?
Yeah, can I try to identify the hand?
All right, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Not religion, it's a D. There's nothing.
With a 14, let's see. You suspect that it is just a straight DC rather than against fortitude or reflex. The DC is somewhat difficult.
Oh. It doesn't matter at all. Okay. Guess let's go with athletics then. For
Okay.
And here's nothing.
With a 15, Vita struggles and writhes, trying to push her hands on one of the claw's fingers. She is unable to escape. And that takes an action.
As an action? Oh.
That is the move action, right?
Yeah, move.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well. With my action, I will. I guess I will use my divine metal to. Oh wait, that's mine. Oh yeah, minor action. I'll use divine metal on myself. To try and save against the ongoing. Is the ongoing damage just happening as long as I'm? As long
So
as I'm
you
grabbed? I
have
save again.
2 right now. You have ongoing 3 necrotic, which is a save, and you have the grabbed, but that's not a save.
Oh, okay, so
Yep.
I can't get rid of the ongoing.
Yep. The grabbed is dealing 10 ongoing, but that's because the claw is holding on to you.
I see. Okay. Well, never mind then. Not in position to be. Well, I guess I'll just hit this guy next to me.
Okay.
I'll just use Divine Challenge on it.
All right.
And hit it with Ardent Strike or Enfeebling Strike.
That is a hit. Vita slashes out with her longsword, attempting to hit this shadow shade of a Krokata, and with one swipe, the flaming shade dissipates.
That's all I got.
All right. One of the Krokata shades moves. Let's see.
Done.
Going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to get right there. It's going to twist its face into this grotesque morphic visage on Malagar. And that is a miss. Vigor gains advantage, or initiative, I should say.
Alright. I didn't want to do that. I accidentally hit my keyboard there.
Hey, thank you so much for the cheer. 1,000 bits, man.
I'm gonna start off by using Phantasmal Assault on Fangren.
Okay.
And I didn't want to move there. I accidentally hit the.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. We got even more. Damn. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. That's awesome.
And then I am going to move right there.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Vigor extends his hands, trying to grab a hold onto these phantasms assaulting Fangren. Fangren is unaffected. The Null Chieftain is going to point a wicked finger at Malagar approaching on the steps. Shooting out of the finger is greenish brackish energy, a chaos bolt. And it hits Malagar. Malagar sustains 16 points of damage and is slowed until the end of Fangren's next turn. He is also going to use one of his action points. And he is going to target Vigor and do the same. A bolt of greenish brackish energy shoots out, but Vigor anticipates it, dodging out of the way. The claw is going to maintain its hold on Vita. The disciple of Yenogu is going to make a roll real quick. And with a 23, the Null's inner nature comes out again. And though it is cowering, it looks back up and it's going to swipe out at Osiris. It is now hostile once again. A sacrificial dagger streaks out to Osiris and hits him.
Yeah.
Osiris sustains 3 points of damage. And we move on to the Deva Avenger.
So both and we'll double roll.
You sound a bit far away.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better?
Hold on, let me adjust the volume here.
You're good now.
Sounds better already.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that sounded better.
Alright. I will double roll and then I will do Bond of Retribution.
All right, you hit. Osiris swings out with Greyfling, the black blade, leaving a trail of smoke behind it as it slashes into the Null, dealing 13 points of damage.
Oh, Guy, finish him.
Guy, you have received initiative.
I will certainly try. And yeah, Guy tries to hit him with Blessings of Battle.
Okay. You hit.
This should be pretty low.
There we go.
Guy striking out with his great sword, coming down with a savage slash, separating this kneeling creature's shoulder from neck. 14 points of damage. The disciple of Yenogu perishes.
I'm pretty sure our allies need help. Can Guy, I mean, those were curtains, right? Can he just jump through the curtains knowing that he'll fall? But,
Yeah.
kamikaze down there?
Yeah, so you know that just beyond the curtain is the edge, and you could definitely do that.
I'll try that. Can I hold on to the curtain to soften the fall a bit?
The curtains reach the bottom of the floor of the balcony.
Alright.
So that would be... you could probably hold on a little bit so that, like, your arm holds onto the bottom of the curtain and then you only drop a little bit. Go ahead and make me an
I wanna
acrobatics.
I'm gonna do the acrobatics. I
Okay.
do want to reach the floor, though.
Yep.
Even if it costs, falling damage.
Yeah, it'll be an easier DC because you're kind of swinging on the curtain and holding on. All right, Guy, you go running straight for the curtain. As you push it out of the way with one hand, you reach up and holding on as you slide down 10 feet down to the floor of this ritual chamber, holding on. It breaks your fall. You land on your feet, ready to continue moving.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna continue my movement over there, and that's my turn.
Thank you so much, Whisker, with all the gifted subs. That's huge, man. All right. We move back to Krakata Shade 2 is going to move around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It can get there. It is going to attack Malagar with a gore. Malagar is hit. The Krakata bites down, clamping on Malagar's flank, dealing 10 points of damage. The Drow is looking in a dire situation as Krakata Shade 3 is going to move up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get there, and it is going to jump up and try to clamp onto Vita with its own gore attack. And that misses. Malagar receives initiative.
All right. I am going to start by casting. Do I want to shift? Yeah, let's do Cloud of Darkness.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Malagar casts Cloud of Darkness. Swirling blackness covers his area. And he disappears within.
Yeah, I'm going to keep focusing Fangren, though, doing
Okay.
a ranged basic attack.
All right.
There we go.
As you do, they do get an attack of opportunity against you. But it is heavily penalized because they are blinded. I'm going to roll a d4 to see if they can figure out which space you are in.
So just saying this, usually you cannot take opportunity attacks against things you cannot see. But of course you're It's your game, you can rule it.
So, okay. Because it's a ranged, he's throwing a dagger. It's not like they really hear much. We'll move forward with that. You have to see the target in order to make an opportunity attack. Okay, easy. The dagger goes streaking right above the Carcosa Shade, right in front of Malagar, and it too buries itself in Fangren, dealing 21 points of damage. Anything else, Malagar?
Yes, I'm looking for my second wind. I don't see it on my actions tab. Oh, never mind. There it is. So I'm going to take an action point
Okay.
and do second wind.
All right. Malagar resolves his own inner steel, regaining 17 hit points with the use of a healing surge and taking a total defense stance. Vita,
And that's his turn.
all right, Vita Keberos, you're up.
Well, I guess I'll hit this Carcosa Shade next to me first. I don't get opportunity attack. Ow.
All right, that is a hit. 11 points of damage. Another shade felled by Vita and her Warhammer.
Okay, well, I'll try to escape. I have that 17 now.
With a 16, unfortunately, you cannot writhe from this grasp. The paw is still grabbing onto you, shaking you about right in front of the portal.
Well, that is my turn.
All right, the Carcosa Shade. Roll a d4. See if it can target the right space. Or actually, I'm gonna roll a d8. 1, 2, 3, 4. On a 4, it. No, I'm gonna roll a d6. Okay. So on a 3,
Take your mind.
yeah, on a 3 or a 6, it will target the right space. And I roll a 5. Just to your left, Malagar, you feel jaws snap. Vigor, you are up. Advantage is also given to Vita from Twitch chat.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Greedy.
I desperately need it.
I'm gonna stay targeted on Fangren as well and use Phantasmal Assault again.
Your phantasms do not take hold. Fangren is crazed.
I am going to then go behind.
All right. Vigor tries to cast another spell which does not take hold, and he takes shelter behind a nearby brazier.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Fangren, not seeing Malagar, only sees Vita. He is going to point his twisted finger at the paladin. Green brackish energy shoots out, and it hits the paladin. Vita sustains 14 points of damage, felling her. And the claw lets go. Swirling about, ready or another foe to grab. Osiris, you are up.
I like do a little parkour leap over here and try to somersault onto the ground. Safely.
Yes, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check. All right, Osiris, with an 11, you jump through the air and somersault, legs overhead, but you overcompensate, and you land awkwardly.
Oh, my ankle.
You twist your ankle a little bit, taking a little bit of damage. All right, you take 5 points of damage.
Yellow ice.
And that uses 2 squares of your movement.
Yeah.
Does he fall prone?
He doesn't fall prone.
Okay.
Guy, and then I will do.
You
radiant
cannot
damage.
see him.
Oh, really?
Yep, he is in the darkness.
Oh.
Yep.
Let's see something. Yes.
Fangren would have cover.
All right, then I will double move
Okay.
right here. Oops. All right, go ahead. I was meant to be to the left, but it's all right. I'll end
To
my
the left,
turn.
right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
and now I'll end my turn.
Okay, Guy, you've received initiative.
Guy's gonna double move to here. There. And get some healing done on our friend, Vita.
Okay. Guy utters a prayer to Moradin, asking for his aid. Chiming hammers on anvils resonate from him. And Vita, you regain consciousness.
Woo.
Sounds so excited.
I mean, if you want me to do more, I can do more for you.
No, it's fine. I haven't used my second one yet, so.
I can teleport you.
Teleport me where?
Where do you want to be? In the face of the boss? I don't know where.
I mean,
What's
no,
in the bar?
it's fine.
Teleport me to a tavern.
All right.
Yeah, teleport me out of here.
The Krakata Shade is going to
That's
shift
not in my power.
out of the darkness, and as it does, it is no longer blinded. It sees Osiris. It's going to snap out at this Deva, this newly seen figure, right after morphing its visage to him, and that hits. Osiris grants combat advantage to the Krakata until the end of its next turn, and it snaps out with its jaws. And that hits. Osiris, you take 15 points of damage from this Krakata Shade, and Malagar receives initiative.
Excellent. And I'm no longer slowed.
Correct.
Over there. So it's 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6.
That would be 5. Because when you move sideways on the stairs, it's not difficult. It's only when you move up or down.
Oh, yeah.
All right. When you move up, Fangren uses his reaction. You feel this force immediately sliding you 3 squares. 1, 2, and 3 right here.
Interesting. I still have movement left that I can use.
You used 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 1 more square movement.
Alright, then I'll go there. I guess I'll target the claw. Dazing strike.
As you strike out to the claw, you see it deals no damage.
Alright,
The claw is on a different plane somehow.
then that is everything I can do this turn.
Okay, Vita, you're up. You are prone on the ground. You are no longer grabbed.
Well, does attacking from front and melee have any disadvantages?
Well, you take -2 penalty to the attack roll. Otherwise, no.
Okay.
Well, you grant common advantage for melee attacks too, but
Yep.
yeah.
But you also gain a +2 bonus to all defenses against ranged attacks.
Unless the attacker is adjacent. But yeah, that's...
Yeah, well, you know, in the interest of doing defendery things, I'm gonna crawl over to Fangren. Can you shift while prone? Or does that be...
Usually no, there are items or feats, I think, in the game that allow you that, but usually no.
Yep.
Can I use my boots?
You don't need to shift.
Oh, okay. And take a -2. Well, I'll use my divine challenge on him.
Okay.
His mark. And then I will try to hit him with an enfeebling strike with the -2 you said?
It will automatically apply of the effect. Guy is given disadvantage by Whiskered.
What? Okay.
Why'd you piss him off, guy?
All right, Vita with a 30 striking out. Elbow after elbow crawling forward. Smacks Fangren with her warhammer from prone position. Go ahead, deal damage. 12 points of damage sustained by Fangren.
He takes a -2 to attacks.
Yes.
Return.
All right, the Krakata Shade. Going to move up. 1. Come on. It's not letting me do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to get there. And it is going to attack Vita with a Gore. Combat advantage. That is a hit. Vita is going to take 12 points of damage as this Krakata Shade bites into her calf. Vigor, you're up.
Alright. So I'm gonna move right here and then see. Okay, so then I want to go those 3, 4, 6. Does Fangren have cover right now for
He
me?
would, because that center part is making him difficult to see.
Alright. I am just going to target the Kakata Shade 2
Okay.
for now.
What the hell are you doing to that dog?
My dogs woke up and they're going nuts over a bone. Gonna just try Phantasmal Assault on this guy.
Okay. That is a hit. 15 points of damage. The shade dissipates in smoke before your eyes.
That's all I can do so on my turn.
Was that the shade dying or was that a dog?
I don't know.
He's got sound effects.
Okay.
Okay. Fangren will go. He is going to reach out a hand. And as it reaches out to Vita upon the ground, the same green brackish energy kind of accumulates across it. You see as he slowly moves down. Vita is hit. And takes
A lot of dice.
15 points of damage, sending her form flying 6 squares. 3, 4. Smacking into the brazier. Fangren is then going to move back here. And he is going to use a minor action to cause the claw to reach for Malagar. And that hits. Malagar sustains 11 points of damage and is grabbed. Fangren is then going to use his last action point, and he is going to point a finger at Osiris. The Chaos Bolt shooting out a critical hit. Osiris sustains 21 points of damage and is slowed until the end of Fangren's next turn. Osiris, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
What is slowed?
Slowed means you have a movement speed of 2.
2. Alright, so if I move here, would I be able to see him? He wouldn't be covered, right? Because he's...
You
So
should
long
be
as
able to
it's-
see him right now. I don't know why it's...
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay.
So,
Yep. Now
Not
he is
covered.
good.
alright, then I will oath him. And then I will... I will do Distant Vengeance.
Okay.
Do Radiant Vengeance on him.
You miss.
Mother.
Your shining bolt of radiance shooting out from your palm goes wide, actually going into the portal beyond.
Okay. I'll end my turn.
Okay, Guy, you've received initiative. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move up the stairs here.
Can I roll
2,
for
3,
the
4, 5.
flow, or does that just end automatically?
It's not a save.
Okay.
Yep, it will end at the end of Fangren's next turn, I think. All right, Guy.
Alright, I'm going to attack Fangren here with a Wrathful Lightning,
Ooh.
raising Greatsword high, and sending some lightning out at him. I have disadvantage on this, right?
Yes. It should be on. I believe I have it on, yeah.
Okay. missing him.
Guy.
But, and this is the purpose of this, I can teleport myself or an ally within 5 squares of me adjacent to the target. I'm gonna do that with Malagar out of the grab.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Malagar is teleported right out of the grasp of the elemental claw, right next to Fangren. From a brilliant blast of lightning as his form disappears, reappearing.
And then, with an action point, a quick prayer to Moradin to please heal my bloody allies. Gonna do the Healer's Mercy. Gonna target all my bloodied allies within 5. Which is Osiris, Vita, and Malagar.
A teleport counts as a move, right?
No, it's part of the Wrathful Lightning.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you mean a teleport? Yes, a teleport counts as a move. That is correct.
I'm just wondering if this would apply or not. Because it's not Malagar that moved, you moved Malagar, so...
Call.
It'll stand. No worries.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So here goes Healer's Mercy.
Brilliant energy shines out from Guy, Vita, Malagar, and Osiris. Each receive some healing.
So Vita is prone, so I will give Vita the defense bonuses.
Okay.
But for Osiris and Malagar, do you want defense or do you want to shift the square?
Defense.
What was that?
defense.
Okay, both, okay. There you go, and that's me.
All
Long
right.
heals.
Great big turn coming out from Guy. Malagar on the last end. What do you got? What do you got?
The paw strike.
Okay.
Finding myself suddenly in front of his face. Lash out with the dagger.
You hit.
Slash
Malagar.
a big
deals-
old chunk out of his side.
Yes, 29 points of damage as Malagar cuts with a savage slash. The dagger burying, digging into the skin. And we move
Like
on
where
to
I'm at.
Vita.
Well, I'm gonna stand up
Okay.
and I think I'm just gonna second.
All right, Vita steals her resolve. A second wind rejuvenating her energy supplies. The Crocata Shade senses the danger of its master. It is going to move in. Right there. And it is going to laugh with haunting laughter. Close burst 3. So this targets Malagar, Osiris, and Guy. Hits everybody but Guy. Malagar and Osiris are both going to take some damage. 20 points to both.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yep. Big ouch.
Yeah, you just rolled well. Damn. Okay, and then Malagar is slid 2 squares as well as Osiris. Vigor is up.
Um. Yikes. I'm gonna move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
Right there.
All right.
Then I'm gonna use Fire Shroud. It's close burst 3 on enemies.
Yes, close burst 3 only on enemies. So this will target Fangren and the Crocata Shade.
Okay.
Vigor moves up, slaps his palms together, and rushes out with all of this wreathing fire shrouding him. Fangren is able to dodge, but the Crocata will take damage and perishes.
Alright. And
Channel Divine Guidance on Vigor to have a reroll the Fangren attack.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Go ahead and roll that again against Fangren.
yikes.
Osiris, seeming to slow down time, his god Cord lending aid to Vigor, who gets a hit.
Hell yeah.
Finish him.
Thank you, Osiris.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and roll damage. And
Usually the same damage.
1 point of damage, but he is going to make a saving throw. And he fails the saving throw. So, Vigor, you get to deal.
He's got ongoing 5
Yep.
fired.
Actually, it turns to 7 because of your feature.
Oh yeah. Guys, come on. And
The Crocatas are dead, man. They all died. All right. Fangren will now go. You will not stop the Wicked Fang. Sashan will have your heads. He is going to target Malagar with a Chaos Bolt, seeking to take at least one of you out. And misses. Fangren is going to rush to the other side. And we move to Osiris.
Just for asking, he seemed to be marked. Does that include some punishment from the paladin?
Well, the paladin did go unconscious.
Then the mark would have.
Yeah, I think that was after the mark.
It was, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's no longer marked. Okay, Osiris.
Would have been have hit.
What?
Would it have hit because actually no longer marked, but it was still in fantasy rounds, making the attack too high.
24 versus Malagar's reflex.
That would hit.
That would hit. Okay. We'll go with it. Malagar is going to sustain some damage, laying him down. And Osiris is going to move over to well within view of this Null.
Full attack. Big defense. No.
That's a hit.
Boom.
15 points of damage sustained to the Null Shaman, standing still. Beaten and heavily wounded. Guy, You have the floor. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move over here. And he's probably gonna push me away or something.
He is going to use his reaction to slide you 3 squares. 1, 2, and 3.
Can I still continue my movement?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna move here then.
The Knight Hospitalier, providing all of his worth. Moving
Yeah,
closer
I'm
to
gonna-
his ally.
I suppose a heal check to stabilize. Malagar, you have used your second wind already, right?
Right.
Alright. Best they can do right now. So yeah, heal check to stabilize him.
Alright, please make me a heal check. And that is certainly sufficient. Malagar is stable. Alright. Malagar is stable, no need to roll. We move on to Vita with a clear shot. Clear pathway to Fangren. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna move up to the finger, I guess. There.
Alright.
I'm gonna mark him for the Divine Challenge. Enfeebling Strike.
Okay. You hit! Vita! You have the floor. How do you want to do this?
Hearing the scream of Malagar and seeing a guy thrown across the
Malagar
stairs-
doesn't scream.
Whatever.
It's like a raspy.
Eternal scream.
It's just a raspy.
Yeah, Vita's gonna push herself off of this brazier thing and just go charging up the steps and crush his head in with her her hammer.
All right, Vita, picking herself up off the ground, one hand behind her, a war hammer in her right hand, pushes off from the brazier, running forward up the steps, hammer high overhead, crashes it down on top of Fangren's head as he is attempting to move to the far side of the dais. A sickening crunch sinks the warhammer down into his head, and he falls dead. As Fangren dies, the portal starts to become very unstable. The hand phasing in and out, eventually disappears. You feel the ground beneath you start to crack and lurch as the portal energies threaten to destroy the temple. The Nulls have been defeated, but you must still deal with the vortex. You must find a way to safely disrupt the energy conduit to the elemental chaos, breaking the connection Fangren has created to the realm of Yenogu and closing the breach for good. So, we can do this a number of ways. Either you can all just come up with your ideas on your own in turn, or we can remain in initiative order. The last thing is the portal.
I'm fine with saying an initiative just to keep track
Okay.
of stuff.
All right, Vita, you see this portal in front of you crackling. What do you do?
I like drop my shield and then is that altar like attached to the top of this platform, or can I like, I don't know, knock all the stuff off the top? Like, is there ritual components on it or something?
There's ritual components up top.
Yeah. Or can I like use my hammer break the altar? Try to break the altar?
Sure, actually. That's a really good idea. Okay, go ahead and make me a basic attack with your Warhammer, and then we can do that on top of the altar.
All right.
Your hammer hits the stone. The altar does not crack, but you
Use my
def-
advantage.
Go ahead, make another.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yes, a mighty crash into the stone of this altar. Your hammer cracks the stone and easily cleaves it in two. There is one success. All right, Viger, you are up.
So we're still trying to stop this, right?
Correct.
I mean, we could just walk away, but
So is there anything that... Do we start that chant? Shouldn't that... Can I do like a check to see
You
if
can
I
certainly, yeah, you can certainly make a check.
can I go up to like a portal or something and see?
What specifically are you trying to check?
I'm trying to see if I'll be able to close this.
Okay, make me an Arcana check.
So walk over. Portal's like right over there, right?
Arcana. Huh. Mino gives Vita disadvantage. Oh man.
What is it tonight?
I think people like the DM. I think that's what it is.
I've already nearly died twice. Give me a break.
All right, Viger. As you reach out to the magical weaving energies of this portal and try to see what you can grab onto to either stabilize or close it, you believe that first you need to close the portal energies, or at least stabilize, before you would start to chant, for the chant is what transfers the energy of the portal towards a different end.
So I still have no idea how to close it.
So you said you wanted to check if you knew what to do to close it.
Right. So I know that the chant is
Okay. Okay, so you can make some more Arcana checks. So you did your turn, but then we'll go to Osiris. But over the course of this skill challenge, you can make some more Arcana checks or other checks as you attempt to close this portal or stabilize it. Such as Arcana, Athletics, History, Perception, Religion, or Endurance.
Alright, I'm gonna tell my allies to come check out this portal, and then I'm just gonna start, just repeatedly saying the strength of all is one and one is all.
Okay. And we move on to Osiris. What are you doing? That's 6 squares.
And can I do a religion check or?
Go ahead. Ooh, with a 37, Osiris, you reach out to the familiar divine energy of your communion with Cord, attempting to discover through this connection what you might do with the portal. Please make me an endurance check. All right, with a 16, you connect with this portal and the energies within. In doing so, you feel the elemental chaotic energy start to rip and tear at you, but your connection to your god sustains you. You take no damage, and instead begin reciting prayers of chord, which disrupt the flow of energy between the altar and the demon lord's domain.
I say that chant, the strength of all is one and one is all.
All right.
Over.
Yep. All right. Osiris joins the chant as well. We move on to Guy. What are you doing?
I'd like to get loose stones into the rift, looking around with dungeoneering, which stones are loose to kick them in there, to close the rift.
Okay, go ahead and roll me dungeoneering. You see a few loose stones. This chamber certainly is not well kept. There is loose rubble and rock, and you take some, tossing them into the rift. As you see, some of them break upon the wall on the other end, and some of them disappear into the portal. It appears to have no effect.
All right. That would be my turn already, I suppose.
Yep. All right. Malagar takes another turn stabilized, and Vita is up once more. You would have been right here because of the altar.
Right. What am I good at? Can I use insight or perception to see if there's any weak spots or something like that that could be disrupted?
Yep. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, right.
Yep, that was a disadvantage. Okay, with a 17 perception, you're looking at the portal, trying to discover some weak spots, but all is happening too quick, and the floor shifting beneath you doesn't allow you to discover any such thing. Vigor, you're up once more.
I'm gonna continue my chanting and let's see. I'm gonna attempt history check here to see if I know anything else.
All right. With a 13, you do not recall any information you know or might have heard of with such portals as this, or even that of the Fortress Greystone to aid you in this. The time is fastly approaching where you need to decide whether you can escape or if you can close this portal.
I have faith. I'm just gonna continue my chanting.
Okay.
And end it there.
All right, Osiris, you're up again.
Right. I will attempt. Let me do the history. I think my long years, I'm more knowledgeable than you do.
Ooh. Okay, Osiris, you recall specific information that you remember discovering about Fortress Greystone. You know of its construction down here in the ritual chamber, ways that would help nullify the flow of energy through the conduit. If you focus your arcane or religious energies, even perhaps athleticism, you could halt this flow of energy.
So, if we shoot a
Basically, that's RP terms of saying you can continue to make Arcana, Religion, or Athletics checks.
we can only do one check per.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Does the history check count as a success, or?
Yeah,
But-
history counts as well. So the primary skills are the ones that can actually gain successes or failures. That is Arcana, Athletics, History, Perception, or Religion.
Okay.
All right,
Sure.
Guy, you're up once more.
Well, with that new information, he's gonna attempt religion to focus the energies with the help of Moradin.
Okay. Guy attempts to aid as well with chanting prayers to his god Moradin.
Not much luck though.
And Moradin chimes in as well. Oh, Malgar is not dead. I put stable on him, but
That was
Ongoing
still from
damage.
the grab and ongoing. That wouldn't have been there.
oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, you
My
was
bad.
taking Ben for like ever.
All right.
He's just on
Malgar
fire.
is definitely not dead. He is stabilized. Okay. Another successful chanting voice added to the plethora. Vita, you are up.
Just because I can still use the same skills other people have, right?
Yep.
I don't have to like. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, Vita's gonna start chanting the strength of all is one and one is all, and create a Palor for his divine intervention here.
Okay. Guy, could you make me an endurance check? I forgot to do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. As Guy joins his voice, Moradin's will steals his resolve. All right, and he does not take damage from connecting to this energy. Vita, go ahead and make your skill check. Make me an endurance check as well. Vita's chance to Palor rein in as this trio of deific energy joins in to stabilize these portal energies and also does not take damage from connecting. Viger, you are up.
I don't even know what to do anymore.
You can make the same check as you've done before.
You cannot stop chanting.
I've been chanting the whole
Yep.
time.
I mean, Arcana's probably your highest.
The
skill, right?
strength of all is one and one is all.
All right, make
Do an
me
Arcana check.
Yep, make me an Arcana check, please. With a natural 20, 34.
There we go.
All of these voices chanting prayers to their god, and one, the strength of all is one, and one is all. The strength of all is one, and one is all. You all see the crackling energy start to mitigate and calm down. The portal is still open, but its energy is no longer that of the elemental chaos. It is a softer energy. This portal is one not connected anywhere anymore. And as Viger continues chanting and chanting and chanting, a vortex of brilliant energy finally opens up in the air as the platinum sword is gently tugged from the hands of that which wields it. It rises to hover in the air before the newly formed conduit, tendrils of silver light reaching out to touch it. You are blinded by a brilliant flash. Then an instant later, the ritual chamber falls silent.
And I'm still chanting.
Okay. Standing before you is a young human female of unearthly beauty and grace. Her silver hair hangs down her back, a band of chalk white pigment stretching from one temple to the other across her eyes. She is garbed in armor made of slender, overlapping plates. In one hand, she holds a leather-bound tome. In the other, the platinum longsword. I am Amyria, she says. Who are you? And why am I here?
Vita kind of looks around at Guy and Cyrus.
Well, may I introduce myself? My name is Guy Boulder Shoulder. That is my friend Vida Cameros over there, Vigor. Cyrus over there, and our poor friend Malagar here is unconscious right now. As about what you're doing here, I'm not entirely sure about that either. But he would continue to tell the story of what we just did, and the temple and the sword, you know.
Okay. As you relay the information of the past current events, Amyria listens intently. It's a little unnerving, for her white eyes never blink and remain fixed. Interesting. She looks around, gazing at each and every one of you. As far as you can tell, there is no recognition in her face, save for Vigor and Osiris can make me perception checks.
Yeah. That's my jam.
All right, so the both of you being Deva can actually see and pick apart the little mannerisms of this being. It is a celestial being. She looks at you both, and there is no familiar recognition, but she does know your kind. Are you my brethren?
If we are kin.
Possibly. You may be my wife.
I do not understand this concept. What is wife?
A companion.
Wife? Yes. Moral companion.
A companion. This I agree with.
Vigor's got a wife.
She looks around, seeing the many dead bodies and the nulls, and transferring her focus to the now brilliantly shining in silver and gold light portal conduit that is fastly closing. Looks back. I cannot say why I am here. Though I don't remember much, I remember that I am Amyria, she says softly. And I have lived many lives. I was in the sword. I remember you freed me. The ritual you performed transformed the planar breach in this place, allowing it to channel the energy of the astral sea, energy necessary for my transformation. She looks to you, eyes bright. I have been reborn with purpose, even if that purpose is yet unclear to me.
Lifetime help her regain her.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can I use my memory of 1,000 lifetimes to help her regain her memory?
You know what? Make me a history check.
Oh, yeah, that's my jam.
All right. Osiris, you walk up and extend a hand, reaching out. She accepts it. And as you place your palm upon her forehead, there is a connection made. You spend some time with rushing images past both of your minds. Pictures you barely recognize. When it is over, you step back, and you almost feel just as confused and uncertain as ever. These memories that you have seen, you know are yours, but you do not remember them. You cannot place exactly how you relate to them. And she looks confused as well, responding, It appears we are more alike than I had assumed. Your memory falters as well.
When you live as long as we do, memory becomes fluid like water.
Yes. Tell me, what do I do now?
Seems that you have not had regained any of your memories. Maybe you should stick by us until you are able to recall what it is that you are meant to do.
I am in agreement with this.
Now we have to just figure out if we should, what we should do with this portal. Is it dangerous? It seems to have changed more to a less dangerous energy.
She looks back, says, Yes, I think closing it would be a good decision. And then she reaches out, and her hands begin glowing with this magic energy. And slowly, the portal shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until it can shrink no more and disappears.
Well done.
Can you remember what god you served previously?
She looks back to Vita and down, takes a few moments, and looks up, and her complete stark white eyes just stare at you, Vita. I do not remember.
Perhaps your memories will come back.
Are there any symbols on her, like clothing or armor or the weapon or shield, anything like that?
Go ahead and make me a religion check, Vita. All right, Vita, you are well studied and versed in many of the religions of the world. As you look at her clothing and the armor that she wears, it's oddly reminiscent of Bahamut.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Fire god?
Bahamut.
Dragon god.
Yep, Bahamut
Dragon.
is the Platinum Dragon.
I was thinking Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
He's one of the big ins in D&D.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your attire reminds me of those who are adherent to the Platinum Dragon, Bahamut. Amyria. Does that ring any bells? Or jog
Her-
anything?
She she's kind of doing that thing where she's like looking around, but she's not looking at anything in the present moment, almost like she's looking into the future or the past or whatever. Bahamut. Yes, this name feels familiar.
Do you remember being a sword before this form? You took the form of a platinum sword. Do you remember that?
She actually holds out her right hand where she is holding the platinum sword right now. And she looks at it. Yes and no. I do know that I was in the form of this sword, though I don't quite recall specifically.
Okay, like pull out perception checks. If I notice anything about her that would help.
Go ahead and make a perception check. All right. Basically, you recognize her as akin to you and Vigor, for you are Devas and you are descended from celestial beings. She is an actual celestial being. Other than that, nothing particularly. Her garb has already been revealed as likely lineage of Bahamut.
Well, to call out the obvious, can we make a knowledge check about her to identify her? Is she an angel or something?
I mean, wasn't it like with the history check was?
It appears to be an angel.
I don't know. I mean, it's
Bahamut.
like a monster knowledge check. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'll say that, Vita, when you made your religion check, you did recognize her as an immortal humanoid, a celestial. She is an elite skirmisher, if that makes any difference.
It means nothing to me.
Will she
Elite
join us?
skirmisher, that's like a stat block speech. So like skirmishers are the ones that are more
Yeah.
mobile and yeah.
Right. I just don't know how it'd be relevant to me. But
Gotcha.
well, when you were directing us here to this portal, you seemed very insistent that we close it, and it seemed like there was something important that you had to do. I don't. Obviously, we didn't know you were a person. We thought you were just some type of enchanted sword. But perhaps, if it is in your power, you should turn to Bahamut and see if he has need of you. There could be something important going on.
This is good advice. I will attempt to commune with him. In the meantime, I think I will follow you for the time being.
Well, we would be happy to have you, of course. You should probably get out of here, though. It's
Malagar,
Yeah.
so you're telling me she's worth a lot of XP. You're not,
Milestone,
I mean, you're not wrong.
good thing he's been conscious.
I'm clipping that.
Yes, we have a very wounded friend, and there are some civilians waiting for us who are also in not great shape. We need to get back to a town to make sure everyone is taken care of.
Should be able to help us revive our fallen friend who's unconscious. You have some divine powers, I sense.
I do not remember all the powers I possess, but I will see what I can do. And then she gracefully walks over towards Malagar. Kneels down, laying a hand upon his very shallowly breathing chest. And after some time, Malagar begins coughing, regaining consciousness.
The moment Malagar regains consciousness, he frantically stands up and like slashes his daggers around, like looking around, panicked.
He's going for that XP, bros.
Oh my gosh.
Calm down, my friend. Calm.
That
The
is
fight is
happening.
over.
And he's like staggering a little bit, like just like blinking. You know, the adrenaline is still going through him.
Battle is over, my friend. We have been victorious.
Yes, Malagar, looking around, the portal is nowhere to be found. You are now in an empty chamber, save for your comrades and the fallen bodies of all of the foes.
Let's check those bodies.
Yeah.
Seeing this strange creature right in front of him, Malagar will say, "Then who the fuck is this?"
That is the platinum sword you're speaking to.
She just responds, "I am Amyria." Like not even realizing that he's like mad and frustrated.
Alright, seeing that she's holding the weapon out, so that's kind of why Malagar thought that she might have been hostile. He like relaxes, doesn't put his daggers away, but then he'll be like, "The sword girl."
Sword is a girl.
Mm.
She's an angel of Bahamut. So don't
See if-
piss her off.
Don't talk about my
Let's
future
see.
wife like that.
I want to see if Malagar knows anything about Bahamut. I'm gonna do a religion check.
Malagar, you don't remember anything from your childhood about Bahamut.
You don't say.
Yeah, he wasn't really anything that was of worth noting for the Drow. But nonetheless, your time on the surface, like all the time that you spent in the streets, just passing by common folk and everything. What you do know about Bahamut is it's common enough for people to worship. He's actually a pretty prevalent god of good, and many common folk like will just say minor prayers to him.
Okay, so he knows that she's a celestial and that she's in direct service to a lawful good deity.
Correct.
So he'll chill out.
Correct. Okay,
Puts his daggers away.
so
Let's loot and
here come the rolls.
Yeah.
We have a level 10 and a level 11 item.
I'm specifically looking for
Oh,
anything
shit.
like written down on finger, like any notes or messages that could.
Gotcha. You find a headband as well as a pair of dice.
Yes! Yes!
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
It's like one of the core items for my build. Yes!
Okay, so I'm guessing the dice goes to Malagar. And who wants the headband?
Well, let's find out what it does before we give
Yeah.
it to someone, right?
whoever can identify it, hold it until we identify it.
Well, you'd have to
Fire.
take like a short rest to
Yeah, we
identify.
should take a short
So-
rest,
Yeah.
really.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
As Malagar is like wiping blood from his chin,
Yeah.
rearranging his like clearly scuffed up and beat up armor.
Pretty sure that headband is.
You all take
I'm gonna
a
want
few
that.
moments to gather yourselves and bandage your wounds, take stock of your resources, and everybody may spend as many healing surges as they wish. Spending a little bit of time with these items, Malagar, you discover the dice to be of auspicious fortune. And Viger
Yeah, boy.
identifies a headband of intellect.
You wipe my blade with that headband and give it to him.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
For you
Let's
to
see.
remember I
You also find 200 gold pieces and 3 aquamarine gemstones, and another level 10 item,
Oh.
Ooh.
which is found to be a necklace of prayer beads.
Mm.
I believe that's for Guy.
Yeah, I could make use of that.
Okay. I want to make sure I got you all of your items. Yep, you got that one. That one. Did we do the level 8?
I
Item?
don't recall a level 8.
Guy got something level 8 last session.
Was it Bracers of Virgin?
Bracers.
Okay, yeah, so we did do
Exactly,
that one.
yes, yes.
Okay. I think we're good. We're good. Yep. Got the figurines and everything. Okay, excellent, excellent. Also, Vita, you are particularly looking through Fangren, and you find a note. Or I should say a series of notes and missives from Sarshan to the Null Chieftain, relaying orders to the Wicked Fang Pack, including the following. I cannot stress the importance of holding Fortress Greystone. Among the assignments I have given you, this should be your top priority. I have armed you well enough that you should be able to repel all invaders. Do what you will with your prisoners, but continue taking them. Focus your efforts on those who seem to be of some importance. Do not waste your time with farmers and commoners. I am sending someone to train your recruits in the use of our weapons at your request. However, I expect you to leave this one alone. The witch I sent you was one of my personal advisors, and now she is ruined. Do not treat my people so callously as you do your own.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, that explains what the Shardar Kai doing here, kind of. Didn't he also have a note on him from Sharshan, or was that someone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, seems like the Sharshan guy is at the bottom of all this stuff going on.
I grow weary of his games. He must be dealt with.
In one way or the other, I agree with you. Rule number 12, though, is never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Platinum Dragon.
Sound advice.
Well, if we've searched everything, then I doubt there's anything of importance here. We should probably get on our way.
One quick scan before I leave. I'll be up on this dais so I can see everything around.
Okay. Osiris, you don't notice anything more about the chamber. You have searched all of the bodies. There is just the braziers still aflame with whatever fuel. There are doors on the southern end, which you may exit, or else you're gonna have to climb the balcony and exit where you entered, besides the curtains surrounding all of the columns.
There we go south towards this exit.
Agreed.
South is up, right?
No, south is south on this map.
Okay.
Yep, it is facing the correct direction this time.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Loot and scoot.
Anything more you wish to do in the temple?
I mean, the gate's good and closed, right? As far as you can tell.
Yeah, gate is no more.
There's only one room that we haven't been in, and that's the one that was X'd out on the map,
Yeah.
as in just don't bother.
Definitely not in the mood for weird Gethserai or Gethyanki stuff, whoever was here.
Also, we are not exactly in the best position for another fight.
Yeah.
Always ready to fight.
Malagar's got a slight limp to his step.
Out your leg.
One healing surge left. Although my defense is now 33.
You could almost take down that platinum angel. All right. Are we all leaving down to this portal? Osiris is gonna start doing some Fortnite dances while he waits for them.
Flossing.
Some floss. A dab on them.
Okay. So, did you want to go to that room or no? Or are you just leaving the temple?
Leave.
I vote for no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to go into that room.
As much as I would love more loot, I,
Yeah, I just need to know. We can basically do some fast traveling. Okay. So,
worries.
you leave out of the ritual chamber with Amyria right behind you, still grasping the sword and the leather-bound tome. You see all the many corpses of the gnolls strewn about the chambers, reminding you of the danger that you waded through to save the Elsir Vale from that of the Wicked Fang pack. But an even more important question broods behind this now seemingly shallow victory. Sarshan, as always, is behind it all. It appears he is still alive. And he is still weaving his vile plans. As for what that means specifically for you, you're not sure. Last you knew, you had an alliance. And Sarshan did not know of his lieutenant attacking you. You did not believe that was Sarshan and his wishes. Something that was a motive of the lieutenant. You're not sure. Yep. No, that was that one Shatterkai with the Panthers. I don't remember his name. But
He wasn't too friendly.
Yeah, you're not 100% sure of your standing, whether you might be able to be welcomed by Sarshan or if he has it out for you. Assassins sent to you does, however, kind of make a point.
Yeah.
Either
I agree.
he might be trying to tie up some loose ends. And so you leave the temple and break outside. It is the fast of night. The moon is overhead, making a pale glow across the mountainside. You can easily see down the mountain and across the vast lands. And you are alive. Congratulations, everybody. You have completed the Den of the Destroyer adventure.
woot woot.
Nice. Awesomeness.
Okay. So, let's see. You got the captive's fate. You discovered what happened to the citizens of Elsir Vale who had been kidnapped by the gnolls. And you completed the Ritual of Amyria, where you must reach the ritual chamber in Fortress Greystone, then perform the ritual described to you by the spirit trapped within the Platinum Longsword. You're not doing experience. We got milestone. And we can continue on to the next adventure at next session. For now, I think might as well just travel back to whatever town you wish to go to. Are you going back to Brindle? Are you going to Overlook? What are you doing?
Not that Vita cares about money and material possessions, but the players, like, let's go back to wherever these people will get us reward for getting them back safely.
Yeah.
Surely
Yeah.
someone will pay us for killing all the gnolls.
Someone must pay.
Okay.
I guess Brindle's
I have
like
a
the
feel-
closest.
Yep.
I
Brindle's
have a
like,
feeling that Zora might have some reward money for us too.
where was that dwarf from? That dwarf that was like looking for the gnolls?
Zoram, yes.
Yeah.
Zoram was way over by the Old North Road. So if you go on the Elsyr Vale map, Zoram was way
Other than
over here.
that- Other than that, I would vote to find a temple of Bahamut to, get the girl there.
Well, there's probably one in Brindle, right? That's a pretty big town.
Probably, but maybe. I mean, we could find out and just do that then,
So there's some
So
of the people there.
the
Yeah,
largest towns that you know of nearby are probably Brindle or Denevar. Denevar's over here.
Denver's a bit away.
Yeah. Brindle would probably be your best bet. Otherwise, certainly Overlook definitely has a temple to Bahamut.
Well,
There's-
surely
there's
that guy that
stores
gave
there.
us the store would like to find out what happened. But we should probably go back to Brindle.
Okay,
Well, Brindle either way is on the way to Overlook, so
that is true. That is correct.
That's where we found the platinum sword, right?
Yep.
That's where we were given the
Yep.
plot.
That's where the Sertanian was.
So we could probably fill in Sertanian and
Yeah.
two birds with one stone.
We should probably tell him what happened.
Yeah, I think he'll be amazed to see what became of the sword.
Or very upset. Depending on how much he cared about it.
One of those things. Okay.
the dice are not identified in my inventory.
I will get that for you.
Just regular dice, bro.
Set of dice. There we go. So, roll 3d20s. The results are stored in these dice until the end of your next extended rest or until you use this power again. Using this power removes any results previously stored in the dice, and as an encounter power, you get to use one of these stored values when you make an attack.
Same with the rare head slot that I got.
All right, and then Viger has the headband of intellect.
Man, that's a crazy ass item. You get to store 3 rolls and use. So if you threw a fumble, you threw a 1, you can just replace it with whatever.
Correct.
That's freaking crazy.
You have to say you use the dice before you make an attack roll, not after. But
Yep.
still, you can use a crit or something and say, "Hey, I'm using the crit that I rolled earlier now." It's crazy good.
Okay, so the headband of intellect gets you a +2 item bonus to knowledge or monster knowledge check. So every time that you want to identify a creature, you get a +2. Plus, you get a +1 item bonus to attack rolls on powers that have the psychic keyword. So I believe your phantasmal assault is psychic. Yes, it is. So we can get a +1 on that. And it has a power where you gain a +2 power bonus to the next intelligence attack that you make this turn. Headband of intellect. Very good for wizards. All right. And then, Guy, you have your item identified, I believe.
I did that myself. Yeah.
Bracers? Okay. There we go.
The bracers and the prayer beads.
Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Where are they? I don't see them.
In the inventory.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Oh, there we go. Necklace of prayer. Got it. Okay. So you make your way across the land. I'm assuming probably resting up in camp for the night, or are you making it straight to Brindle? It would take a little. It would take longer than a day. So
I probably
I
should
imagine.
rest
imagine-
before we head down the mountain.
Yeah, I imagine
yeah, we don't
imagine go kinda
see
slow
too
'cause we,
good in
like,
the dark.
right?
Speak for yourself.
okay,
Yeah,
so
Good.
take some time to rest, and you all benefit from an extended rest, and you make your way back to Brindle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lucky those
Toot.
gnolls didn't fuck with us anymore. While we're trying to sleep.
I'm gonna find my map. Uh-oh. Where's my map? Oh, it's because it's called map of. Okay. So here we are back at Brindle. Malagar gets 18, 18, and a 2.
I'm keeping them in my notes.
Okay.
And I'll use them from there.
So you make your way back to Brindle. Where did you want to go within Brindle? Did you want to go right to the Hall of Great Valor?
Yeah, let's just go there first.
Okay.
We don't have a goblin with us, so it's a
Oh.
little easier this time around.
Maybe.
Speaking of, like, did like all the people that have been kidnapped, do they live like around the area, like around like Red Rock and all that or something? Or where were they?
You think that's probably likely. You have not seen a sign of the prisoners.
Okay.
Neither of Sprague either.
Okay.
Hopefully they made it back safely.
We can
He collected the whole reward.
Told them
Okay.
and took their gold.
They didn't have any gold.
They're worth more alive to him than dead.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what his box was for.
It was a treasure chest.
There was a bounty on these people, right? There was a reward for their safe return. Oh, so you don't want their ears?
Okay, so on the outside of the Hall of Great Valor, it is a little bit before midday. You made your way within easily enough. Guards posted at the gates know to look for you now. It appears word has spread. Sertanian was able to talk with the council and let them know of your deeds. And they don't see any prisoners with you. They give you some shifty eyes, but nevertheless let you within the gates. You suspect runners have probably been sent to some of the council members to inform them of your presence within Brindle once more. But nevertheless, you make your way to the Hall of Great Valor, and you are just outside its doors at present moment.
Is the Platinum Angel with us?
Yes.
I didn't see her icon.
She has a name, okay?
She doesn't
Yeah.
even remember.
Yeah, call her Vigar's wife.
Yeah.
Mrs. Vigar.
Mrs. Vigar.
Yes, my God. We knock on this door, or do we go in? Is it open?
I mean, this is like a museum, right? Anybody can just walk in.
Yeah, it's not locked or anything.
So, Tanyan, are you presently?
One moment. All right. From the end over here. Whoops, not right there.
How's the fire damage?
You see some char marks on the ground, but some work has been done to restore this hall a little bit. There are some new displays that you suspect new tables and everything have kind of been set out. But you do remember the char marks and the battle that was had here. So Tanyan turns around and sees all of you. Ah! Oh, wonderful! Ah, you made it! I gather that everything went well? You survived at least? What? Tell me, what did you find?
It might be a bit of a long story to tell it without ale.
Bring out the ale.
And some chairs and some, somewhere we can sit comfortable, not, standing in a museum.
Of course. I don't carry any here, but we can certainly make our way to a nearby tavern.
Aye, let's do that.
And then when he moves, he sees Amyria, and he's just like, oh, my, what a beautiful woman. And she doesn't respond, and he's like, who's your new friend?
Does she
Yeah,
have like
that's-
wings?
No, but she's definitely kind of otherworldly.
Okay.
Kind of part of the story. But this is Amyria, your sword that we took.
His
Kinda
eyes
transformed
go.
into this girl.
His eyes go wide, and the sword. And then he actually sees the platinum sword
Aye.
being held by her. My. And then he goes in front of her, and like the epitome of like chivalry and everything. One hand he bows. My name is Satanian, ma'am. It's wonderful to meet you. And then, they share a little awkward introduction, and he looks around to the rest of you. Follow me to the tavern. No worries about the hall. It's in good hands. Gods will certainly look after it while I am gone. It's not like I get a whole lot of visitors. And then he kind of goes off talking about present day and how all the young kids no longer go to the to the hall anymore, and they don't know their history and all this.
And Guy's right there with him and agreeing totally, and the youth of this day, and in the old days that was better.
Okay, and you make your way to a tavern. We can just do some theater of the mind.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a tavern map, but yes. So he walks you into a tavern where there's no music, but there's a little bit of a hubbub. In the early afternoon, there's not a whole lot of people, but certainly there are the drunkards. And you walk in, and he motions to the barkeep, who gets a few flagons of ale, sets them down at a table off to the side for all of you, and you all sit down and are able to recount the tales as you wish. So, tell me, Guy. It appears you are the one that has the summary of the events. Tell me, Amyria, you say this is the one that was in the sword.
She was not in the sword, more coming out of the energy of the sword. But it is a long story. And well, Guy would tell the whole story of the trek through the mountains, of the gnolls there, of being surprised by that bounty hunter guy, ranger guy, defeating them heroically. Getting the hand-drawn map from that guy, going in there with a teleporting shenanigans, trying to rest there, getting ambushed, all the little details over an ale after another.
All right.
And yes, ending with the events of today, basically.
Excellent. So after a mound of mugs are piled up on the table, pretty much all of them coming from Guy, and the Deva is probably sipping on some wine or what else is available. So Tanyan, oh my, quite a tale you have there. So you say, this Amyria, ma'am, and then he kind of nods his head. A being after Bahamut. Oh my. This is certainly nothing I expected. But it is good. Fangren and his ilk defeated Fortress Greystone. There's some good knowledge to be had there. Should likely be good to inform the council of this. They might want to recover. But that's neither here nor there. Can you tell me of this man Sarshan? I don't like it. He's the one for my reason of being taken hostage with when the Red Hand tried to rise once again. He needs to be stopped.
Aye, he's the reason for... Excuse me. He's the reason for a great big deal of things, it seems.
It does seem very well connected in a bad way.
The barkeeper kind of comes by and just grabs a bunch of the flagons. Looks kind of irritated, and Sartanian says, "Oh no worries. It's put it on my tab." And he walks away, kind of grumbling, saying he doesn't have any more flagons or whatever. Needs to clean some of the dishes. Takes a little bit before you get another beer back, but in either case, Sartanian responds, "Yes, too well connected. I wonder how deep this plot runs. There's something else here, something we are missing. A man such as him doesn't... He say he doesn't have all his eggs in one basket. Likely even has quite a few chickens. Fangren and his likely were only one asset of whatever plan he is brewing. Though I
remember him raising an army in some dimension.
Big army.
Quite a big army, eh?
Yes. That does not bode well. In another dimension, it appears you have traveled quite far and wide.
We went through some portals back in we have traveled far.
Is there wine? Malagar would be drinking wine.
Yeah, definitely have wine.
Yep.
Do you know what dimension it was?
Might have been the Shadowfell. I'm not sure about these things. Ask Vigar, he's the knowledgeable.
You were in the Shadow Realm?
The Upside Down.
Oh my. You are some powerful adventurers. Been all across the lands. Tale even reached Brindle of your feats in the siege at Bodrin's Watch. I hear you yourselves went down into the vents and defeated Tusk on your own.
Yes, we did.
Might such as yours, you have quite a renown about you. I believe that is what has gained you entry back into the city, and I do say it is good to see you again, Malagar. I am sorry for how my the idiots that are in this town have treated you as past. Old hatreds run deep.
It is understandable, and I'm used to it.
It is good to be understanding, though I hope in some time your worth can prove more than your heritage. And I think the gazes upon you are looking more favorably even after this. We must spread the tale of your victory in Fortress Greystone and ending the threat that was the wild pack of the Wicked Fang.
Was this the city that Malagar got imprisoned?
Yep.
They sent him to
No, not imprisoned. That was
not imprisoned.
But
that was overlooked? Okay.
This is the one where I had to keep my identity a secret.
You were exiled.
Yes.
Kicked out.
I managed to bluff my way out of that one.
We must tell the council of your exploits and sing the names of all of you: Guy, Malagar, Vida, Vigar, and Osiris.
Perhaps we should have a group name by this point, huh?
Surely. A company with such renown as yourselves, you gotta have a good name. Easier to spread the tale. I heard of some, the Free Riders or something or other. Though I'm not sure what they're up to at present moment.
I'm not sure either, but I think our group name was the Tavern.
Tavern.
Tavern League. That's a better name for environments such as this one, I think. An adventuring company named the Tavern League. Quite original. That's a good one right there, I think. Easily remembered. I will tell your tale. It might be a bad time to ask, but is there anything you might offer me that I could put on display in the Hall of Great Valor? I'd love to tell of your deeds.
Well, I mean, I don't know, party. Is anyone going to use this big, spiky sword that we found?
The Wicked Fang.
I don't think it quite matches any of our styles.
Yes, the Wicked Fang is a jagged longsword that seems permanently stained with the blood of those it had slain. It is a +3 bonus on top of +3 proficiency, so it's very accurate. Critical deals 1d8 damage per plus. Whenever you use a power with the weapon keyword that deals ongoing damage, increase that ongoing damage by an amount equal to the weapon's enhancement bonus. It has a daily power where when you use this power, when you hit with an attack with the weapon keyword, in addition to the normal effects of the attack, the target takes ongoing 10 damage save ends.
That is actually very powerful. It was
Yeah, but
what type of weapon is it?
It's a longsword.
Longsword.
Do any of us use a longsword?
I cannot use that.
I cannot use it. I mean, I could. It wouldn't be very good for me.
I'm literally not proficient, so
Vita already has her dream weapon. So.
Yep. And Osiris can use it, but he's got Grey Flame.
but a +3 to proficiency is that's so good.
+3 proficiency and +3 bonus. Grey Fling is a +2 bonus.
It's a longsword, so it's +3 base.
But yep, so that's +6 to hit.
Yeah.
Before other modifiers.
Dice on longsword one.
A longsword is 1d8 damage.
Yeah.
It's versatile though.
So think about it when you have a +3 to hit. That's basically an extra 15% damage bonus because you're hitting 15% more times than you normally would.
I mean, we have like +2 weapons, though. It's just 5% more.
Yeah. Because like I already have +5. I believe.
Plus, like the way that 4E works with like weapons. Well, if never mind. If you sell it, you'd be selling it for a little, like probably half value or something like that. So
yeah. I mean, like I could use it, but I want my Warhammer because it deals radiant damage. And it's only a +1 bonus to the attack from what I have, so it's not that useful.
Well, maybe the museum can offer us an above average price for the heroes of Brindle.
Or maybe he can talk to the mayor on our behalf.
Yeah, the council, because they probably have a bigger bank.
He can vouch for our deeds, get us a reward.
Sorry, I meant some sort of token of your party. If the longsword suffices you, certainly. I don't mean to make like an exchange. I merely mean to spread the word of your deeds and have something concrete to share. But certainly, I can speak with the council, and we might be able to come to terms with some sort of reward.
Well,
There's a clay sculpture Malagar's been holding on for some reason.
Yeah, give them that sculpture, and we can write our names on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
There's
you all should
I mean-
definitely look at your inventories too, because there are quite a few items that are able to be sold that haven't been sold yet.
you should probably remove the.
I got a lot of things I need to sell, man.
How do you remove items from your inventory?
Depending on whether
I
you just want
probably
to delete them or
I
do you want
probably
to give
shouldn't
them
have
other.
an item longsword anymore. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. We can get rid of that.
there's a bunch of signet rings that I have. Like
Why do you have a bunch of signet rings?
they're from the old campaigns. So one from Ironfell and one from the Call family seal.
You
Yeah,
didn't
give
give those back?
No,
Oh my gosh.
you know who you're talking
He
to?
forged some
we had-
documents, man.
Yeah, we had. So one, we had two of them. I did give one back. I just kept the other one.
Just in case.
And then
Yeah.
yes, there was documents that needed to be forged.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, give him that signet ring and say that it's our.
No, stop.
This is our signet ring. He looks at it and notices the call family seal.
I mean,
How about we all drink from the same mug and empty it, and then they can say, hey, the Tavern League emptied this mug.
Sertanian's, oh, that's actually brilliant. The Tavern League and a flagon, a mug of ale. Oh, that would do nicely.
well, we would have to purchase the milk from the.
Oh, that's nothing. I know Evan. He owes me a few favors.
Well, I mean, if that's something that you'd be interested, I guess I am okay with that.
I think it rather brilliant, telling the
just
tale
felt
of the
kinda
Tavern
bad.
League.
I just felt kind of bad we took your sword, and I thought maybe we could give you one and replace it.
Ah, no. If the sword was a wonderful being such as this, I think it's safe to say it was never quite a sword at all. Though, it does pose a few more questions, and he looks a little more deep in thought now. More questions about, well, Brindle's past and the War of the Red Hand so many years ago.
Hoping that the Temple of Bahamut could help us shed some light on that.
Yes. We do have a temple here.
Perhaps the priest there can divine more information about her past.
So you have the College of Ioun, Red Magic and Sundries, which is a magic shop. Let's see. The Church of Bahamut, which is number 14 on the Brindle map.
Probably be the place to go if we're looking for answers on Bahamut. After the
So you are
council.
on 16, and 14 is the Church of Bahamut right here.
It's not that far.
Go settle this deal with the council, and then we can head to the temple.
Okay. So, let's see. We can probably end with the reward agreement, and then going to the temple. When you go, some of the priests at first seeing Amyria, kind of their breaths are taken away a little bit, and she wanders in with a little bit more purpose than what you have gotten used to in traveling to Brindle on the road. She seems to have a large sense of familiarity here, and she actually bends down and kneels in front of an altar and begins praying, and some priests kind of talk in hushed whispers and start kind of tending to her, and then aiding her in her prayers and everything. And one priest comes up to your group and poses a few questions, saying, "Oh, who is this divine being you bring to us?"
Do not recognize her.
I do not
Amyria.
recognize, but there is immense power within her. Power of the platinum dragon himself.
He is a demigod of Bahamut himself.
Oh, we are blessed on this day. Oh, great wonders.
Calm down.
He's like ecstatic right now.
Her name is Amyria, and she's not too fond of ale, so you can keep her.
Wow.
He looks a little perturbed at this. He's like,
Unbelievable.
well, celestial beings, I don't know that they quite partake in alcoholic beverages. And he's like kind of like looking down his nose at you right now. But says something sideways about like worshippers of Moradin. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he, well, thank you so much for bringing her to our temple. We will tend to her. She is deep in prayer right now, as you can see. I don't know when she will leave, but I find it very likely that upon its culmination, she will have, well, quite a lot of information to share with us. Certainly not every day that you see a celestial being walking amongst us. Even devas such as yourselves. Kind of bows his head at Vigor and Osiris.
I go to Amyria and I ask her, "Do you feel safe here? Would you like to stay here?"
She is
Wow.
very, very deep in prayer right now and kind of oblivious to the world.
Yeah, just
She doesn't even notice your approach nor acknowledge it.
Seems
Just
to be-
throwing shade on the followers of Bahamut, asking if you feel safe here. Like, wow.
Well, we don't know, you know what I mean? Like we don't know if what their intentions are. We can't
Well,
just.
I mean, it's not like they do
leader.
human sacrifice or anything. Like,
We don't know. They might be pretenders.
well, we can like, go do our business with like, shopping or getting supplies because I think I'm out of rations probably, but
Then, well, we can. Give her, let her stay here and see if they'll watch over her while we do our stuff in town and come back and see if she regains her memory.
yeah, I mean, like, she's probably she'll be fine, I'm sure. While we're gone.
Where did my...
I mean, if you're worried, someone can stay here while we go. We don't all have to go.
She's fine. She seems to be in a trance. I don't think these people are going to be able to hurt her.
I mean, she's an elite striker, so yeah.
Skirmisher.
Skirmisher, sorry, yeah.
All right, so Amyria seems quite preoccupied. A lot of the priests are kind of fussing and bringing cushions and stuff for her to kneel on, and burning incense and talking to each other. The Church of Bahamut is quite up in excitement right now. She's going to be preoccupied for quite some time. So at this moment, is there anywhere else within Brindle you want to go? Sertanian is off to speak with the council right now, and you have free reign of the town.
Let's go sell our items.
Probably solve that stuff that I guess we have.
All right, and you see Malagar moves close by Amyria, placing his body in what makes you believe to be like a guarding position. Might even like be sitting cross-legged, or what's that where you're like in your trance, like you're meditating.
Yeah, meditating.
Yeah. Okay. Malagar sits on the floor. Do you have any items that you wanted to give the party when they go off to sell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and drop them
I'll
in
put
the
it
party sheet.
Party sheet.
Yep.
Make sure you give us your dice to sell.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's not happening.
That is a negative.
Give us only the one that rolled a 2.
Yeah. Give us
Yeah.
Okay.
We probably couldn't sell a signet ring at a reputable establishment. Just saying.
I suppose I'll just take that back.
Well, what signet ring was it?
Yeah, you never know. Pawn shops, baby.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Pawn
remember.
shops take anything.
They're not a fence.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember what that signet ring was for. I think that was for the
That was like one of the first,
Lost Mines of Carrick adventure. So that wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, like you got the blue gem. Oh yeah, you got them. There you go.
Oh man, did we not pick up any of those Shattercry greatswords?
I don't think
we
so.
did.
Wow, those are probably worth something. Oh well.
You should have brought the ears of them Shatterkai.
And if these things don't sell at this point, you can probably just get rid of them. I don't want them on my inventory anymore.
Okay.
Do we know what the stats are for like the figurine of Wondrous Power? Like, are they worth keeping? Or...
It's a level 10 item.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of like 5,000.
probably not something we want to sell out of.
Someone with high HP should use that because when you summon it, it uses your healing surge value. So more HP you have, more HP the dog gets. And I don't have the healing surges to spare using it on it. So
Oh, sounds like Vita.
Well,
You
looking
get
it up,
a
it says you
summon?
spend a healing surge to give it temporary hit points. It's not the value that it has. If I'm reading this right, it looks like the creature has 69 HP. when it's summoned.
69.
Yeah,
That's a freaking lot of HP.
maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
The Ironwood Hound.
Yeah, I'm probably looking at like the monster stats, not the item stats. It doesn't have it there on the website.
Yep, 69 HP.
Oh wow, damn! Actually,
Get that.
this guy's
Get that.
thick.
He's a thick boy.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's about
those
right.
figurines you got from Thorn are pretty powerful.
Yeah. I'll take one.
All right, yeah. Anything in the party sheet? Go ahead if you guys want, and go ahead and take.
Yep, looks like that should be it. Malagar gives all that stuff over to
we-
whoever's taking it.
Did we only get one figurine? I thought there was like two. Was there a hawk as well?
Yep.
Malagar only took the hound one.
There's an Ironwood Hawk, or I think maybe Osiris has it.
Yeah, Elderwood Falcon.
Yeah,
Elderwood
Elderwood Falcon. That's what it is. Yep.
How do you take?
What does that do? That
So
summons up
The red dragon thing, you take
Yeah.
it and drag it to your inventory.
Oh,
If you press shift, you can move all the things in the stack. So like the red
Mhm.
gems, if you just press shift, you move all 7.
Yep.
summon up a falcon now? Hell yeah.
You could summon a falcon the whole time.
Does
Yep.
it use up? Is it reusable or is it just one battle?
it's a reusable. It's a daily.
Yep. It's a daily power from the item.
So do I have to equip
It's like a
it to
Pokeball.
use it?
It's like,
It's like
a
a
Pokeball. You
Pokeball.
throw out the Pokeball,
Yeah, I
and then an
guess-
Elderwood Falcon comes out.
I
That's
guess
tight.
that is true. It is like a Pokeball.
Oh.
I looked them up. in the dungeon magazine where they were published. So the Ironwood Hound has 15 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Does it?
Yeah, I was probably looking at the monster stats because.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's an animate. It's not the monster.
Gotcha.
Right.
69 would be like, because they
That-
get their health back,
That's a
right?
lot. Yeah. a lot.
Like that send them out to tank.
I mean, it's a daily power to conjure them,
Yeah.
and they can be very useful.
Yeah.
Especially since I think it's just a minor action for you to order them to make their standard attack, basically. So it's
Okay.
for one encounter when you conjure them up, it's like you have a minor action attack.
Yeah. And also, does that?
They can draw some attacks, some aggro or whatever you will.
Oh yeah, and it pushes things around, so it can be good for like getting people out of bad positions. Yeah, it's not awful.
Sell.
Okay.
Well, we could also,
Are we just throwing everything in the party sheet that we want to sell, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you got new magic items that replace your old ones, you could also sell those or trade them around.
Is that what we should just do? Is sell the magic items if we don't?
Unless you want to upgrade it later, for some reason.
Now, obviously, hang on to the things that you're going to use. But if
Yeah.
you're not going to use it, there's no point in hanging on to it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Vigar did get some shadow upgrades.
Yeah, I had 2 of them.
Do I have anything? I thought I was carrying some.
I have some linen sheets, but I might as well keep them.
Some
Might come in useful.
You know. Yeah, for like, you know.
I mean, that's what handy haversack is for.
Okay,
just
so like,
some-
I feel weird about selling weapons that have names. Should we sell Wicked Fang? Like,
It's a +3 weapon.
no one's gonna use it though.
I can't even.
Like, the only person that might use it would be Osiris, and he already has a like good weapon.
His dream
right?
weapon. He already has his dream weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we should just sell it then. and split
I
that
will
thing.
say this:
what-
if you have powers that deal ongoing damage from weapon, I would use Wicked Fang. None of you
Yeah, I
really
don't-
have that, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
don't
worry
have-
about it.
Yeah, I don't have any
ongoing
good
damage.
Yeah, it's just the difference of a +1 to attack for Osiris, but Osiris gains dark vision, gains a bunch of stuff from Grey Fling, whereas Wicked
Yeah,
Fang
yeah.
doesn't really serve. So
I'm gonna sell this Fey Blessed Circlet then, because I'm not gonna use that.
okay,
Somebody else.
so it uses your charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Would Vita be able to use that?
Use what?
Some more tankiness things. The
Oof.
Fey Blessed Circlet.
It's a head slot.
That's why I'm asking. Is your head
Uh,
slot taken?
She's got Helm
Yeah.
of Opportunity.
Yeah, I have a slot. What does it do though?
It gives you charisma modifier temps at the start of every encounter
Oh,
automatically. So
Actually,
have a look, Ed. That's really good actually for you.
That's not bad for me because I have pretty high charisma.
Yep. You just have to remember to click that button every encounter to get the temps.
Yeah. Let me think, because my Helm of Opportunity gives me bonus to opportunity attacks,
Mhm.
and
That's 5 temporary HP every encounter.
Right. Yeah.
And,
That adds up real quick.
opportunity helm. Somebody else could use that.
Yeah. Someone else
opportunity
can use the opportunity helm too.
Just the opportunity.
It's a +1 bonus to opportunity attack rolls. It's only a level 4 item, so Face Circle is just better.
helm. Yeah, go get the fade. Plus circle.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
a
cool.
glaive.
I'll go for that. Charisma is my highest ability score, so. actually.
Anybody want a javelin?
The javelin.
Nope.
Can't use it, bud.
Alright, yeah, I will take the Fey.
Okay,
Buster.
I gave it to you.
I can get it.
Oh.
Or you got it.
All right.
Anybody without a head slot yet?
Vigor, I think.
No, I got that headband of intellect.
Just now, yeah.
Don't have anything.
That's all I need to put in there.
It's finally emptying out that bag of holding, huh?
Yeah.
Ice play.
I have 3 sun rods.
Is it so the party inventory? Is that where?
Yeah, on the party sheet, that inventory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and the parcel items, that's
Yeah.
where we're putting all the stuff.
Putting all that there, and I can do all the
Oh.
selling and stuff.
The parcel items. That's where we put them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just drag him in there.
See, hopefully can't. Wait. There we go.
You get the circlet anyways.
Another adventure.
It was pretty recent. Was that the?
Yeah, I think that was the Lost Mines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Found in the mines.
Oh, okay.
Okay, are we all set? Does anybody want the Helm of Opportunity?
Negative.
I already have a head slot, so no.
Okay.
Need opportunity attacks.
Yeah,
I
it's
like that.
mostly a good item for defenders, not really anybody else.
Sprague might have made use of it, but that's about
I
it.
think he already had a head on him. So it's whatever.
Okay. So, let's see. As you go around to all the different shops, let me get rid of the high value items first. Shield, Grenfell, Signet Ring, all family seal. Okay. So first off, all of the regular armor and equipment can be sold for 20%. And you accept?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So all of that is sold for a total of 58 gold pieces and 7 silver. And then we can do all of the art items. Or the high value gemstones and stuff. All right, and these can fetch the price of 40% of their value.
Really?
That is the trade offer given to you. You wish to
Nah.
barter.
I would not like to do that. They're worth more than that, and gemstones are not very, tough to carry.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody that wishes can make a diplomacy check and offer a new value.
Alright.
Diplo is only plus.
I got.
Oh wow.
Very diplomatic.
Alright, don't you have advantage?
Guy does have advantage.
Oh, yeah,
Fine.
I'm gonna use that then, yeah.
All right.
I probably won't need it. before the end of the session.
I could try and help him too.
Oh,
Didn't get there, so still 20, I suppose.
Okay. What is the new proposed percent?
From us?
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Talking with this merchant, you use your skills in diplomacy, talking about the worth of these items and how they are easy to carry but hard to come by, thinking that you should get 100% of their worth. He grumbles and groans and responds back, what about 90?
oh.
What do you think, guys?
I mean, I
Yeah,
that's
let's
pretty
take
good.
it.
I like 90. That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. It should be our lowest.
Okay.
Yep. I was gonna say 60 at first. Lucky I didn't do the negotiations.
All right,
seems-
95.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
95?
95.
Okay, go ahead and make another diplomacy.
Aw.
Man, my diplomacy. Guy must have drunk something this day. I don't know. He's just...
He
He's a
says,
little sloppy.
he says, boys, I need to make a profit. 90, please.
All right.
Let's take it.
Yeah, I like 90.
Okay, you sell for 90%. And that turns the purse into 1,903 gold pieces.
Ooh, nice.
All
I
right.
should have said 120%.
120.
All right, now
120 or we wreck your store.
the Helm of Opportunity and Wicked Fang. You go to the Arms and Weapons Magic Shop, where the owner offers 50% of the value.
Hey, this sword has a name. It's special. Look at the dried blood on it. That's not coming out.
Yeah, why I want a sword with dry blood on it for?
That's how you know it's good.
Make a diplomacy check, Vita.
All right. Hopefully, I stole guy's luck, and now
I'm sure this is one of the greatest swords this guy's ever seen.
probably it's like a level 13 item. Oh, come on.
With a 17, he looks at it and I suppose
better
it
than
does
mine?
work pretty well. All right, make a newly proposed percentage.
Oh, 17. Let's go for 60. What do you guys think?
Higher.
Higher?
75.
80.
75.
At
75.
least 75%.
He looks at the items, consults one of his shopkeepers, and returns back. I'll give you 70%.
72.
Oh my god.
72 and a half.
Make a new diplomacy.
You're going to turn around this weapon so fast. It's going to be gone.
72.
72. He says, all right, I can do 72.
It'll fly off the shelves.
Nice doing business with you.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Holy
What
crap.
was that worth?
You have 14,747 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Let's
Wow, that
see.
is a
Let's change
diplomacy
that
way to
let's change that into platinum. Is it 10 gold per platinum or 100 gold?
It's 100 gold per platinum.
Okay.
Maybe we can offer the-
Funny enough, he does have a number. Did you say 10 or 100?
100 gold is 1 platinum.
Okay, it is. Okay. Funny enough, he has a few platinum pieces. He has 8. That brings you to 6,747 gold pieces and 8 platinum pieces.
It's 100.
Oh,
Not
14.
1,000 gold for platinum.
I had the wrong.
Nice
had the
try,
wrong-
though.
80 platinum pieces.
80, okay,
I
there we go.
forgot. I had the wrong number of zeros after the thing. Okay, so
okay.
80 platinum pieces and 6,747 gold.
Okay, that's
Okay,
better.
there we go. Okay, and let's distribute that to the party. 1,349 gold pieces per member. All right, as you finish shopping, a herald comes by to grab all of you as you are shopping, and you are summoned to the council chambers. And this is where we will end tonight's session.
All right.
Wow, I'm rich. Let's go to a brothel.
Oh,
Wow.
Spend it all
Yeah.
on strippers and
brand new
cocaine.
Yeah, you got a solid chain now, Viger. You can go to the brothel.
Yeah.
Having ended that adventure, are we level 9?
Not without
Not
breaking
yet.
through.
Not yet.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Okay.
You leveled up right before the fight, and then you'll have to do a little bit in the next adventure, for which
Okay.
I will be preparing for. Let's see. I think this might be a skip week. Let's see.
I think it's Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. So the next time that we would have played is the Sunday after. I actually work on that Sunday, so
Yeah,
that sucks. Let's plan for. Shoot, January 1st is Saturday.
you have to work on
Yeah.
Sunday now?
Yeah, it's
the Sunday
Yeah, we
after
have to work on
man.
freaking Sunday right now. Okay, so what do you guys think about January 2nd?
that's fine for me.
For me, yeah.
I will not be there.
Okay.
I'm going to the Packer Viking game that night. I won't be at work
Okay.
that whole
You
weekend.
already know the Packers are gonna win, bro. You don't need to go.
wow. I got a bunch of friends coming up too, and we're getting trashed that whole weekend. So
Okay, so should we plan on January 9th? That'll be a month. That'll suck. But
You guys-
it is
you guys
starting a
can
new
do it.
adventure, so it gives me a lot of time to prep.
you guys can do it without me. I can
I
mess
feel
with
like killing
watch.
fingering was a huge milestone. Like, we should be level 9, right?
I thought it boosted
I
us up
mean-
to 10 personally.
A month is a long time.
So it's either January 2nd or 9th.
I'm fine either day. Either
Okay.
works.
I'll be sure.
Yeah, I'm fine either.
Should be able to make it for both of those.
Okay, so I'll try to do January 2nd.
And 9th.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do both. How about
Yeah.
that?
we'll look and see. But let's plan tentatively for January 2nd. If January 2nd doesn't work for whatever reason, I think the only thing would be if like Viger not showing up, because I don't think I have an issue. But yes, I will see you next time. I hope you had fun
Right.
playing. I hope you had a good adventure. Den of the
Yeah, it was awesome.
Destroyer. Moving
That was a good
on.
module. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Getting a little better and better as we go. All right, so thank you everybody, and I say goodbye, good night, good morning to some of you. Thank you for playing D&D with me.
Thanks for
Yeah,
the game.
thanks for hosting.
Take
Yeah,
care.
thank you.
Bye.
Night, guys.
All right. Excellent. Oh. Ooh. So there we have it. Den of the Destroyer, Session 9, the final session for this chapter in the Scales of War campaign. Thank you to all of you out there who have tuned in. This was a fun adventure. I think I did pretty darn well. I had a lot of fun. I hope all of you out there had fun. And if you didn't, that's all right. You can go check out the YouTubes and get caught up so that you know better what's going on in this campaign. I am chugging along, putting out those videos. So make sure to check that out. Watch some of the videos, throw a like, subscribe to the YouTube. That shit's free. If you want to take part take a bigger part of this community, I guess, subscriptions are definitely welcome. You can go ahead and check out the Patreon page in my Twitch links below. There's a few extra stuff for Patreon. Get in on encounters as well. You can join the Discord, as well as joining the new Tavern League Encounters Discord, very specific for that. Always trying to grow that. Whole lot of fun one-shot epic boss fights, and you get to progress. And with enough subscribers, we get to unlock loot tables and other fun stuff to play with. It's been a very, very big pleasure. Making my very own homebrew bosses with extra, what do you call them? Extra features and abilities that you get to use as playing as tank, damage, and support. Very fun there. More info in the Discord. But yes, I had a whole lot of fun with this adventure, and I am very excited for the next one. The next one, what is that called? I believe it's called A Temple Between. This is going to be a big one where they discover more and more about what's exactly going on with Sarshan and the Elsir Vale. Big stuff coming afoot. Thank you to all of you out there tuning in, being a part of this. Go ahead and tip those mugs back. Slam those bad boys. The last call has been sounded. This has been the Tavern League.